So what we're looking at here first today is a brand new 5.5-inch organic LED viewfinder and onboard monitor. This is the third generation of our 5.5-inch size viewfinder monitor. The original monitor we put out about 4 years ago was the VFM 056. It was very, very popular with camera assistants and anyone that really needed to have a small but very, very color accurate display on or near the camera. We followed that up with the VFM 058, and now the VFM 055 is our first organic LED display. And one of the things we were trying to do with this monitor is we used an organic LED panel because organic LED has the properties of being able to display the darkest black all the way up to the brightest white and all of the tonal ranges in between. So this NAB, one of the big buzzwords is HDR, high dynamic range. So we have a high dynamic range emulation mode in this display that allows you to be able to preview PQ in this monitor without actually having the true 1000 nit brightness level, but you can still look at PQ as a response curve on a monitor that has a lot of dynamic range built into it because of the natural property of organic LED. And that's one of the reasons why we use that as a panel technology. So what we're looking at here is our newest large format organic LED display. And as I mentioned when I discussed the VFM 055, organic LED is a very special panel technology. And why it's special is that unlike an LCD monitor that has a constant backlight source, which means that light is always leaking through the liquid crystal module, organic LED is an emissive technology. That means that each pixel is actually the light source. And that means if you want to bring the image down to dark black or very low shade of color, you just dim the pixel down. And if you want it totally black, you just turn it off. So you get a tonal range that you cannot get out of a regular liquid crystal display. So this particular monitor is 4K resolution. It's UHD, so it's 3840 by 2160. And because it's organic LED, it also has the capability to display high dynamic range images, meaning that it can go as bright as 750 nit in the highest bright portion of the screen, while at the same time being able to go all the way down to like 0.02 nit in the black simultaneously. So the purpose of the monitor is to be a QC monitor for people that are doing 4K and HDR, whether that's for broadcast transmission or for QC for Blu-rays or that sort of thing. And so we're really excited about this because it really is a next step in the evolution of display technology. So what we're showing in this dark enclosed room is a comparison between our current standard dynamic range 31.5-inch 4K resolution monitor. When I say 4K, I'm talking about DCI 4K, which is 4096 by 2160. So this monitor is standard dynamic range. And right to the right side of this is our HDR panel of the same monitor size, but we're trying to just demonstrate the capability of high dynamic range. And the way we achieve that is that in order to get high dynamic range out of an LCD, what you have to be able to do is close that pixel, the individual pixel, so that no light leaks through. Because the way a high dynamic range display works with LCD is that there's a backlight array of about 2,300 individual LED, light emitting diodes, that's all the way across the back of this panel. And then the next layer after that is an LCD module that simply has no color. It's a monochrome LCD module that acts as a shutter. So it's an extra layer of shuttering when you have to close that pixel down. And then the top layer is the actual liquid crystal layer that provides the color filtering. So that three-layer process allows us to have two different areas where you can shutter down the LCD and be able to then keep that portion of the picture black while the bright portion of the picture can stay very, very bright. And that gives you a simultaneous contrast of as much as 1,000,000 to 1. And that's one of the reasons why we're very excited about this display and feel like it's going to be a fantastic tool for reference HDR 4K monitoring.